Hi, it's Sai. I had this story in the back of my mind for years. Let's say I was on my first year of high school type of years ago. I got into Persona because Joker was added to Smash, and I know everyone got into Persona 5 because of Joker being in Smash, but cut me some slack. The only way I got introduced to new games was because of Smash. So I give all my thanks to Smash. Thank you, Sakurai. Anyways, because of being into Persona, despite not playing the game, I will soon, please don't attack me, I made OCs, and because every time you get into Fandom, you somehow end up making OCs, whether you like it or not. So I made OCs for this universe, despite me not knowing much about the game. For these OCs, I had to rely on my sister and my friends, who have played the game, to ensure that this story makes actual sense. If I get anything wrong, please don't be afraid to correct me or just ignore it. These are just OCs. I decided to redesign my old OCs because I made a lot of art of them back then. Like a lot. I don't really like their old designs anymore. They lack a lot outfit-wise, and I didn't like how lanky and unfit they looked, so we are changing that in these redesigns. A lot has changed about them, not much, but like a lot outfit-wise. So this video was bound to happen. The story is about Igor, or whoever the fuck is the manager of the Velvet Room, I don't know, having the blueprints of the wild card, which is Akechi and Joker. I'ma call him that because his name is either Ren in the games, I think, or anime, or Akira in the manga, I think, so I don't know which one to pick. And make a fusion like humanoid with their personas. So think of it as the personas if they were humans, but different. Much different. And the reason Igor did this, or whoever was the one in charge, was to, instead of using phones or the app to enter the metaverse, it will be these persona-like humanoids. I don't know what to call them. But now these guys stay in the metaverse until it is time to bring the new Phantom Thieves, new team. I don't know what their new team name is, but a new team. To stop the adults from being bitches. So that's the story. Let's get on with the designs then. Now, this character is not those persona humanoids, he is one of those members of the new team. The new Phantom Thieves, if you will. I named him Riku, and I'm sticking with that name. I kind of like it. His old design made him look emo. I made him get bullied, and to be a very bad boy-esque type character. When I tried redesigning him a few years back, I made him look more like a bullied victim and more kept to himself. I'm gonna stick with that one since I feel like his awakening will actually be much cooler that way. He used to be friends with Ryuji since who would have guessed I made Riku's father to be Joker. Oh, so original. I know it's cringy, but I'm still keeping this because I made their dynamic be interesting, and making Joker act a certain type of way now that he is older is endearing to me. Anyways, I guess I'm taking away the fact that he is friends or admires Ryuji since he isn't a bad boy type of character anymore. Back to the Joker is his dad topic. I won't say there is a parent or not. I don't want shipping wars in my comments or people saying that I'm shipping this or that. So it's gonna be unknown. Even so, I don't know who his other parent is, so joke's on y'all. His dynamic with his father is more like father being scared of his well-being and child who is just being emo as fuck. He never spoke, so the fact that when he awakened his persona, he started speaking, which freaked the fuck out of Joker. Riku's persona is based off of the story of Homotsuwaki, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, a man who didn't speak until he saw a swan and asked what it was, speaking for the first time. So his persona is based on a swan. No, his codename isn't Swan, but his persona is one, so I don't know what his codename is yet. Ugh. Alright, his outfit. It used to be the average jeans and jacket, and I'm still sticking with that, just altering it up a little bit. The only thing I changed was his hair being more to the original design that I strayed from in the beginning, and adding scars and bandages to his face. Also some eyeshadow or smudged eyeliner, I don't know, you could choose what it is. I gave him a turtleneck now so he could hide more of his skin because I think he hates the sun. I believe he is an emo, more like alternative. I don't know, I don't want to get that wrong. He's just depressed at this point, I don't know. I added better looking belt straps and kept his ripped jeans. And voila, the boy. Also Converse because they look cool with his fashions, so duh. That was a given. I like his new look, it portrays him to be a sad boy I always wanted him to look like, but couldn't quite do it well. So yeah, that's Riku. Now, this is the persona humanoid I was talking about, so let's get into it. He used to be named Etienne, but I pronounced it as Etienne. I don't know, I was trying to name him I love you in French, but I didn't know how to speak French, so that just backfired. Because I heard Arsène was like French? I don't know. So his new name is Etienne because it kind of means I love you in French. Just some aspects of it, I think. I don't know, I don't do my research on my videos, as you could tell. I'm sorry if you are French and I'm just butchering the name, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it. I made him used to be a bitch to Joker, since the Persona humanoids had to get involved with Joker at some point. I don't know why I did that to my boy Joker. He didn't deserve this alt-looking motherfucker to insult him. For his old design, his outfit looked quite, simple. He didn't look equipped for going to the metaverse at all. He just looked like a normal kid. Sure, I didn't fix that issue in the new redesign, but at least he looks like he fits a little more in some sort of way. For the redesign, I made him have that sleeveless turtleneck with gloves every hot anime character has. I don't know, it just fit. Added a belt for the look and gave him boots with straps, so it's not just hanging there by shoelaces, just how I used to do back then. For his persona features, I still kept the antenna thingies. They look like Arsene's hat laces thing. I don't know what they are called, but these. Because Arsene is the blueprint for his creation, if you couldn't tell. But I added a tail that also looks like the antenna thing, and wings that also match his color. I used to add scales on his face and remove them in a redesign I did back then, but decided to bring them back because I like him. I don't know. Oh, fun fact. These Persona humanoids could hide their features to go in the real world so they could fit in more. Anyways, instead of making him a bitch now, I made him to be more of a nonchalant, like chill character. Not too rude, not too nice. A not caring type of person. This is funny to me since his role in the story is to find the Persona users, to make them defeat shadows and steal the hearts of cruel adults or something, and be their guardians so they don't, die. And he's just like, lol, anyways, the whole time. I feel like the other characters have to remind him why he's there in the first place. I don't have much thoughts on his design since it's kind of the same. I don't know, I just like how Buffy and Slim Thick I made him. Like, hello? Ah, my other boy. Yeah, he is still keeping his name, and his name is Lucien. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it means light or something. Like I said, I don't do research for shit, I'm lazy. His look back then was, very different. Also lanky. Why the fuck did I make him dummy thick in this one? I don't, Then I went to the Buffy route, and back and forth. I don't know, I couldn't make up my mind. His hair was gonna be red with golden tips and white at the bottom of his hair, but then I accidentally made it white with gold and red tips, which I'm glad I did the mistake because what was I thinking for the first one? But I feel like now I should just make his hair white with red tips. Oh, Robin Hood is his blueprint for his creation, so I added golden plates like earpieces. I don't know, it's supposed to be like these on Robin Hood. Because of these things, I decided to remove the gold out of his hair since people would mistake his earpiece and his hair to be the same thing, which they weren't. Oops. As well as his plate feather-like tail, people confused it as a cape. I removed it and made it look more like Robin Hood's split cape. The irony. For his outfit, I went with a more security guard type look instead of his wife beater tank top with skinny jeans. I tried straying a bit away from this look in my own redesigns, but I changed it up completely now, going for cargo pants, belts, the sleeveless shirt, and strapped gloves. I went on the bodyguard route because he works as a bodyguard for this model to disguise himself with the humans to be more involved. He tends to be more involved in the human world than Etienne would be since he is more calmer and is more of the voice of reason or adult figure of the group. They count on him most of the time. He is very sweet to Joker when they meet, unlike Etienne was back then. Maybe he is still sassy towards Joker, who knows. His design is so much better than the redesigns I did a few months back. I feel like he has more character and looks nicer than the old redesign. Anyways, that's Lucien. Oh my. This character doesn't really have an old redesign. Besides this one, ew, what the fuck were those proportions? But he is the main antagonist of the story. Yes, he is a Persona humanoid, and Loki is his blueprint. He looks the same as his old design, just some tweaks here and there. But his old name was Lucifer, but that's too cliche, and also I think there's already a Persona named that. So we're naming him Hell. Don't judge me, it's still emo, but whatever. He is the antagonist of the story since he was made to also be a guardian for the new up-and-coming team, but said, nah, fuck him. I'm staying in the metaverse and planning on killing every human being. Yeah, he's just an angry boy. I don't know why, maybe he just finds comfort on grotesque things. Who knows? But he is very snarky and always mocks the new team when they arrive to the metaverse, being a huge roadblock towards our goal. For his look, I made his hair braided at some parts, but it's also up in a ponytail. He has the antenna things connected near his horns that are supposed to look like Loki's horns and antennas. He has markings on his eyes and arms, and a sleeveless jacket with a wife beater. Oh my god, please let me go. I just want to make one character design without a wife beater. Anyways, the thing on his shoes are flames from Loki's hoof thingies. I don't know. They aren't part of the shoes, I promise. He likes coming to the real world to mock the new team when he finds out who they are. He's a real bully, my god. Anyways, here's the boy Hell. He really is a Chad now. But yeah, I like how he looks now. He became one of my favorite designs. Last but not least, the Morgana of the group, Aiko. Haven't changed his name from his old design. On his old design, I made him look very meek since I thought of, oh, it's a Neko and Nekos are cutesy, right? But I was like, no, we're breaking the norm. That was never a norm. And now he's a bad boy street cat type of character. He was created to be like the ride of the new team, like Morgana was. So as you could guess, Morgana is his blueprint. He meets Joker because of Riku and now lives with Joker, following Riku around like Morgana did with Joker. Yeah, this is just a copy and paste. Sorry guys, I'm not original. But instead of Morgana being a cat-like thing, he turns human or turns into a cat or turns into a car in the metaverse. I don't know, get yourself a man who could do that. He hides his cat features whenever he is a human so he could blend in, obviously. For his outfit, I kept going for the fluffy neck sweater, which on the new design I kind of kept, just made it shorter. And he now has a shirt instead of a zipped up jacket. I also gave him cargos instead of sweatpants. I could never stop giving men cargos, can I? His tail was short-haired back then, but now I made it long-haired instead. And a choker to represent his collar as a cat. That's all I got on my cat boy. He looks better than the old redesign, that's for sure. I also drew his cat form. It's so fluffy. Anyways, that's my boy Aiko. Thank you for watching. I know this is a bit wonk, like I said. If I did this completely off game, my bad. I promise I'll work on playing the game. It is an OC, alternate universe type shit, so give me the benefit of the doubt, please. I like the new designs since they look more like guardians for the future team and actually look like they could kick ass or something. I have a lot, and I mean a lot of art of them, so if you want to see me redraw some of the old art for a future video, I'd be happy to do so. Like and subscribe for that if you want to see it in the future, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.